Okay, I think microphone should be on. ASI should be on. I think we're good. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm not in frame yet, so let's try that. Hello, everyone. So I'm trying two different things. First thing is hopefully now you'll see my hands are actually the right way around. I think that's about right. I think that's correct. Yeah. Second thing is that I am going to try collaborating today with my friend Alan. Alan should be joining us hopefully about 8 or so. And the idea was I had some ideas in my head that I've done sketches of, but I haven't like properly done them yet. So the first hour of the stream, well, I'm a bit late. So the first 55 minutes of this stream is going to be me essentially figuring out how to realize some of those ideas. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I think you can all hear me, which is great. I'm just going to check that the noise cancelling is on the mic. It is. Sweet. All right. So, okay, fingers crossed that that is all working, and it should be. So, right then. So there was an idea that I had last week that I don't have the recording of, unfortunately. There's not much I can do about that. But that's okay, because yeah, let's leave it like that, just in case it's not looking so good over there. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't record the MIDI of it. I do have the original synth that I conceived the idea on, and it could be that I try to write it down on that, but I also did record it on piano over here, not in tempo, so I could also do that. I haven't decided which way I want to go yet. So yeah, I'm still thinking about what the best option is there. So we'll see what happens. First things first, also just to check. Oh, I forgot to drop the link to somebody, I think. I did, yeah, oops. Just inviting my friends. I think that's probably Dad that joined. Hi, Dad. Okay, so then, let's see what happens. So this was a pretty cool idea that I had, and it's basically just a question of, okay, so I was going to try and like hide the nonsense behind me, but I can't do that. And I'm just seeing if I should, now if I move this too much lower, you won't be able to see much, but I might try and tilt this a little bit up. So let's see. This may be a recipe for disaster. Okay, let's try that. It's probably exactly how it was before. You can't see the very bottom of the piano, but you can see enough, I think, so that should be okay. Right, okay, so fingers crossed this works. So I think I do need to track this. I don't think that I can just play it, unfortunately. So the first thing to do is come up with the tempo, and then I can track one of them. I could track the drums first, but I'm tempted to come on to that later. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's come up with the tempo first. So looking like 124, 120 or so. Let's try that. Nothing is armed for recording, but I can't hear the metronome because I did it off. Something like that. All right, so we don't need that. Okay, so fingers crossed is basically going to be, well, first let's save that. Right, I need to find the right synth. So it wasn't the piano. It's definitely going to be, it's probably going to be one of these. Now, I don't know I have 8 of them. But let's just play that with each one, right? Okay, so nope. 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 No, so it's none of these. Okay, I may have to check the original recording if I can't find it. No, I just want to copy it. Right. Not even sure what this is. Duplicate tracks. All right. So it's time to actually start renaming stuff. So Dancy. Say. Right. Okay. So let's edit this. And I need to. I don't remember the patch, but I think it was a pluck. I just don't remember which one it was. All right. I think. Sorry. I don't mean to watch videos on stream. But I'm going to have to because I don't remember what the patch was. So you can listen to the original. 1 second. Right, I'm just looking for what the link would be. So the link is going to be last week's stream. So it's going to be somewhere here. My apologies, I'm not trying to like abuse my but it's just easy to do it this way. This was one of the other cool ideas. So cool idea. That's also cool ideas. So I had more fun in the first half of the last week's live stream where I was just like playing about with stuff. That's the one. Okay. Baritona. Okay, I would never have found this in a million years. MPE, Fred Cormier Baritonosaurus saxus. All right. I don't know what MPE even stands for. Okay. All right. I'm not hearing anything, which is always a good sign. That's extremely loud. I'm sorry if that destroyed everyone's hearing. Right. Okay. So it's a bit of a weird idea, this one. I'll be honest. But I mean, yeah, YOLO, right? Okay, so we start from here. But I prefer playing it on this keyboard. It's a bit silly to say, but it's true. But I will leave it on that one as well. Good. I'm glad that it works that way. Okay, hopefully people's ears are not being destroyed. Let me know if they are. I can always turn it down a bit. All right. So roughly speaking, it's going to be something like that, but a lot more slowly because I am not good enough to play this at full tempo, which is very annoying. And I hope I can become a better keyboard player because it would help a lot. Okay, so do I want to track drums first? It would probably make sense for me to track something. Screw it, okay, I'm doing it. Okay, right. I still haven't figured out the best way to capture this without it looking really stupid. So I'm going to figure this out. Just give me a second, guys. Or Guy, because I think there's just Dad watching. I need to figure out a good way that I can capture me inputting drums. Because if I can do that, then at least people can see what's going on. All right. You can't see the edge of this desk, which is unfortunate. I'm having the worst possible luck. That's insane. How is it that bad? Okay, right. Okay. So, I mean, I can always just kind of balance it like this or something, but it's not ideal. Let's put it that way. But at least you can see something if I do that. All right. And I need to power on. Of course, I don't have any plug for you. Well, I'm really happy that some things are just USB powered. That looked great. It helps a lot. So this is going to be a really boring drum loop, by the way. Sorry for everyone who's interested in like something really cool. And also, this is a terrible drum machine. Like, I hate it, but at least it works. I can't get anything else working. Thinking if there's anything I can use to make it a bit more secure. There isn't really. Okay, fine. Let's just track it. I don't want to waste too much time. Right. So I need to find a drummer. I'm probably going to make a copy of it. I know that this isn't how it works, but you know, I have a powerful enough PC that's not a problem. Okay, so let's disarm this. hopefully something happens with this when I put it on record. Okay, not the best sign, eh? But I know that there was one of these that worked properly, so I'm going to find which one that is. Crap. Knew that was going to happen. Okay, well, let's see if that's a problem for later. It may be. It will be. Right, okay. I might have to restart this guy, but... Maybe you can do it. It would be quite helpful if you could just do it like this. I remember having some issues with this before. I don't understand why it's not working. It should work. Okay, so that works to do that. It's good to know for the future. All right, so right, but I'm still not hearing anything, which is very bad. So it means that no, there's nothing I can. I don't think there's anything specifically wrong with this. Which is super annoying. I did activate all of them. Fine. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some programming. Eh? That's annoying, isn't it? I just don't fully understand why, honestly, because oh my god, what the hell is this? Fantastic. Why does it say that? Sorry, I've got one of these. I don't understand why, because I did activate it. So, okay, great. Okay, this may be. Wow, how annoying. Maybe it's time to use one of the drum presets in thingy then. Yeah, screw this. I'm not wasting my time on this nonsense. All right, that's very annoying. It's just what I wanted. With only 40 minutes to do some basic tracking, isn't it? Let's try that. It's not ideal that it's like maximum volume, but there's not anything I can do about that, unfortunately. I think the most important thing is that I'm playing something. It'd be nice if one symbol worked, but like I've got no symbols at all. How annoying! I can't even see a good option of like how to remap the MIDI, which is super annoying. Okay, right, screw it, I don't care. There has to be a better way than this. It may still work. Something in there has got to be usable. The most important thing is that like I'm able to like record something today, right? So I suppose that's the most important thing, right? Okay, so quantize, which I hate doing, but I wish I could actually just record the real drums, then there would not be this problem. I don't even remember how to do this. It's one of these things. I remember doing it. There we go. Okay. We need to do eighths, I think. I don't actually even know if that worked, but okay, whatever. I don't know if there's a really obvious way to do looping. It'd be nice if there was. Something like that, but no, obviously, because obviously that doesn't work, does it? Okay, so let's see if that works. I actually think this would be less painful if I just tried to record it on the keyboard. To be honest, I might actually just do that. I really don't like doing the idea of this, but fine, fuck it. This is stupid. It's just easier to record stuff as well, and I'd like to do some fills and stuff. So, all right. Well, this goes in the garbage. How disappointing. I need to get a proper drum machine at some point because it's just so annoying to set up every time. All right. What I really need is to see. Okay. Okay, and then I need to do some fills. Okay. I really maybe should lay this in two different tracks. Maybe it's easier with just a simple rack then. Okay. Okay. That's too scrappy, I think, to be honest. But hopefully something like that should work. I really hope I was on record the whole time. I was, good. Okay, something within there is going to be usable. I don't know if I should do that. Let's try leaving it like that. It's not really in time, it's the problem. Let's try it. It may well be way too. I don't even know how you do this. How do you? There we go. Okay, so I don't really want to delete anything in case I come back to it, but I don't know how likely it is I'm going to come back to it, to be honest. Let's try that. Okay, so I think I could cut it there. And then actually just end it there. I think that would make more sense. All right, so done. Get rid of. I'll move that somewhere else. Let's move for this. Right. I think I can do some MIDI editing. I don't know how this works, to be honest. I've never actually done it properly before. So let's see what it sounds like. Can you not delete? Surely you can't. Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't make sense. Let's clean up that section then, eh? Bada ba ja bada bada jada bada 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 bada. So I think if I do something like that, should work. Oops, try that. Nope, the problem is there. Okay, try again. Still a bit too premature. Let's try that. Okay. So the problem is that I kind of need this to be there. You can see that everything's a little bit forward. It's not ideal, but let's see if it works. Okay. Let's try that and just see what happens. Oops. Use that. No. Helpfully, you could kind of move multiple notes at once. Very struggling. Can you move it a little bit? That's right. Oh no, not copy. It's really annoying. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so let's try looping this. Okay, and then I want to copy some snare drum hits. We usually leave it like that, to be honest. It's not perfect, but that's not the point, is it? Okay, see what it sounds like. And then we can try the do. So I think I probably need a 30-second grid, right? Okay, does that make sense? It's very robotic. That's why I don't like doing it that way. Okay, let's try that. That should hopefully be fine. Okay, check that works. Ah, that sounds really nasty. I know why this happened, but the point is I kind of want the feel, so even if it does sound a little bit messy, I want it to be like that. Okay. Let's try that. No, I want it to be earlier than that. What I want, I think, is to stretch this out to last as long. Nope. Nope. How do you make this? There must be a way. Nope, that's not it. I know I did this before, but I can't remember how you do it. It's really annoying. I think it's item settings. Nope. Item properties. Try item properties. Okay, item property seems about right. Okay, but length beats. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. That's what I wanted. Right. Okay. So let's try that. Right. Let's try that. It's not perfect, I'm sure, but I'm sure it's good enough. And the point is, I want something that I can. So it's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. Right, so now I can track finally. Holy crap, that took a long time. Don't like how long that took. Okay. Okay, right. So let's start from there probably or something. Okay. Something like that. And so I should probably record to the drums and not to the metronome. Which is going to make Alan very happy, isn't it? Tell you what, actually, I think you know what. I'm going to do it to the metronome, and then Alan's gonna get the idea and then do the drums. I think that would make more sense. I'm not geared up to do the drums today. Maybe I should have recorded at half speed, but bygones are bygones. Okay, so we said we're not going to record the drums. Okay, so I need to uh, at least give myself a fighting chance by starting on the beat. Okay, right. I wish I knew how to do this properly, but it's probably one of those like comps or something. But um, I just want to add more notes to it because I can't play as many notes as I want to play. But anyway, whatever, it's fine. That's too loud. I need the metronome to be a bit louder. Why can't I see half the notes? It just doesn't make sense to me sometimes. Okay. I still don't even know how to get rid of this thing. Right. Okay. That should work. It must be possible to do a punch in as well, but no, not that one. Oh God, seriously? How is it not? Yes, undo that one. Oh my God! I just want to undo what I just did, and they won't let me. What the hell, man? Seriously? I can't. Okay, that's something was. I don't like that at all. Something is very up with that. Okay. I don't get how this works at all. Sometimes, obviously, I want this thing, whatever the hell. Why is it not even? I don't get it sometimes. Shit. I'm going to do it again. Actually, let's save it, and then we'll just take it from there, right? I'm sure this is not how I'm supposed to do it, but I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. That's not the idea. How did it go? I remember now. Yeah. I mean, that kind of works, so I'll keep it. But the idea is actually a different idea. So I need to find something that would work there. This is where the orchestral idea might come in. But I can record the bit that's supposed to be there. So it's um, damn. I completely misremembered the idea. I remember now. Shit, I remember. Oh, I shouldn't be swearing. Um, okay, so something like that. I'm gonna put on a piano because I actually don't remember how that idea goes. This is where doing some sort of tracking makes sense. Is it out of tune? Oh, that's not good if it's out of tune. It is out of tune. That's not good. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay, so oh yeah. I think even now, you know what, I'm going to oops. Um, I'm going to try. This isn't good. I'm going to unplug this. Um, that's fine. That was the most annoying sound I've ever heard in my life. What the hell? All right. So okay. I was going to try to do something, and that something was uh crap. I don't remember. Let's listen to what we've got so far. Maybe that makes more sense. I can extend the labs while I'm doing it. Nope. Why is it doing that? Right, I've got 3 minutes, so I'm going to try and it's the first time I've played about with this, so let's see how it goes. Is it possible to make it a bit smaller? A little bit? A little bit? Yeah, but not quite, but kind of. But not quite. Mm, not really. Uh, I mean, it's on a 4K monitor, and I still can't see it, which is not ideal. Let's just say that much. It's dumb that that was able to work, but whatever, I guess. Okay, let's turn off the. We got the Zoom meeting very soon, so. But before I do that, at least I have to have a go. I mean, that's a pretty sweet sound. I might do that. Hello, Twitch viewer. I am about to start a Zoom call with my friend Alan, so you get to meet my friend Alan. So let's see if this works, because it's almost certainly not going to work. Okay, well, somehow this kind of works. Hey, hello. How's it going? Can you hear me? I can't see or hear you. Hello? I can kind of hear you. How's it going? Hello. I know, because I couldn't figure out OBS Virtual Camera. OBS Virtual Camera does only this, and I can't do anything else. However, check this out. Wait for it. You can't hear anything? Shit. Okay, why is that? You should be able to. You see, can you still not hear me? Okay, right, let me figure this out. No, wait for it. This is gonna be interesting. So that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. We can try that, but I don't think that's gonna work. Tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear that? Can you hear me? Okay, that's a bad sign. What do you want to do? You can do that, but then there'll be a delay. But you. Oh, I see. Right, I think I know what you're trying to do. But the problem with that is there's going to be two of me, aren't there? Sweet. All right. So I got a Twitch viewer, yeah. And I barely check my Twitch, but I do have the messages. So if the Twitch viewer will name themselves, I can say hello to them and shout them out. But I don't have any YouTube viewers at the moment, which is fun. Yeah, I can. So I need to figure out how to make you be able to hear stuff. This is super annoying that you can't hear this. How can I sort this out? No, it shouldn't be like that. That's the problem. It shouldn't be like that. But it shouldn't be like that, Alan. It doesn't show up here. It should be something here. That's the annoying bit. I can hear your guitar. I mean, that is the alternative. I could, like, if I shut some doors and stuff, I could play over speakers. That could work. Okay, but then you'd be hearing the music through there. Whether that works out better or not. Should we try that?
I think so.
All right. Can you still hear me?
Oh, now it comes from your thing. Oh my god.
That's the idea. So you stick over Zoom, right? Now tell me if you can hear the chords and stuff, right? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Okay, you're hearing it. Let me turn off the noise suppression on the mic, and then hopefully that'll be a bit. Okay, sweet. All right, so now again, let's try again then. So I'm going to move the Zoom meeting to the screen, but I can still see you.
That's nice.
But Spitfire,
That means I don't have to look
Spitfire,
at my own
Spitfire,
face.
Spitfire. Okay.
Spitfire!
So I can have like 7 horns if I want, which is cool. So I literally only just got this up because I'll show you the idea I've been working on. But anyway, let's just see what percussion sounds like. It may be just because the microphone's too far away, but...
Oh, I can hear that now. Okay, cool.
Alright, so I may have to turn things up a bit louder than I'd like, but that's okay. Okay, so anyway...
So what's happened?
Right, I'll show you. So this, you probably should listen to the live stream, but it's up to you.
Okay, I can do that instead. Because are you coming over Twitch? Like, hang on. Should I just go on to Twitch instead of Zoom?
You can,
but then I can't send audio.
No, the problem is, I think this works best, but specifically for playing back songs and things, it may be best for you to me to turn down the speaker and for you to listen over the in audio, but it's up to you. Or I can literally just send you this, or we can literally...
Send me the Twitch thing, then.
Okay, right, one sec.
And then I will see...
or you could do YouTube, YouTube also works, so...
What's easiest? You've done more of this than me. I haven't done streaming things.
Either is fine.
I don't really know why we're streaming. So...
Alright, so that's the link, so you can go to that, and then I can play the main idea as it stands, and then... I'll mute you on these speakers, so you'll be able to hear it through the actual thing. So go there, and then there'll be like a 20-second delay, but I'll click play, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to go back over headphones, so that we don't hear like 8 versions of things. Alright, so this is the idea. Right. Sorry, before I start, the drums are very, very, very out of time. Sorry about that. But you get the idea. So maybe something you could do is rework the drums. Anyway, so this needs bass line, this needs everything. And the chord I was playing comes in over here. It's over this melody. I might sing it over it, but we'll see. Maybe not. Shit. Should be able to hear that. Why aren't you hearing that? It sounds like that. You probably get the idea now, but that's what it sounds like. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, okay, well that's not good. You can't hear anything on YouTube. That's... Okay. Yep. But you didn't hear anything... That doesn't make sense. Because, okay, let me check the YouTube live stream then. Yeah, that would be weird. I didn't check that. I checked that I could hear myself, but not that, which is not ideal. Right. That's really annoying. Nope, you can't hear it. So that doesn't make sense because you see this, that you should be hearing that. See? So I don't know why that's not actually being heard. That's really annoying. It could be the virtual camera. It could be that. I mean, the answer is obviously yes, right? This is super annoying, and I don't know 100% how to fix this. No, but even then... So it could be the visual camera thing, which is not that, strictly speaking, so necessary. But no, because it wasn't working before then, right? No, it wasn't working before then. I don't know. Clearly they just like my voice. It isn't me. I know that it isn't me because I haven't got it open. So, I'm not really rightly sure why it's not coming through. There is a way to fix this, but the problem is I think there's going to be loads and loads and loads of echoes of things if I do this. And there are some viewers. There are currently 3 viewers, plus you. It looks that way. It does look that way. It looks that way. Okay, so... I really don't... Oh, I think I know why. Okay. Can you do me one favor? Let me know if you can hear it now. In the live stream. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do more stuff. Zero? Jesus Christ. Okay. I mean, that might be the solution. Okay, so let me try my reroute stuff then. Yeah, sure. That is fine. Alright, so the question is, why is this happening then? That sounds cool. Really cool. So that's for the supermassive black hole, right?
Exactly it. Or if you want to be wanky, Royal Blood, but with a bass guitar. I don't really like Royal Blood.
Alright. One last time, but I'm going to try it myself, because I think I've solved it, but it's not ideal.
Okay.
It's not a good solution. Right, I'm going to check that myself. Go to that.
I'm not listening to it. Here
think
it
I solved
comes.
it, but
Here
it's
it
not
comes.
ideal. It's not
Here it
easy.
comes. Here it comes. No.
Jesus Christ, that is so annoying. That's unbelievably annoying. It should work. It should be working. It should be working. God
We'll
damn
just
it.
turn it. I'll just wait here. Just turn it all off and then back on again.
Yeah, maybe that's a solution, but
I'll
But
just
doesn't
entertain your Twitch. Am I on Twitch right now? This is
you
the
are on
first time
Twitter right
I've ever
now,
been on
yes.
Twitch.
Well, no, because nobody's your face. They may be able to hear you. They may be able to hear you. They may not be able to hear you. But
Well, hey,
no, they
my
should be able
voice
to
is much
see,
better than my face.
So they really should be able to hear you because of this. But anyway, so let me at least check if that's working because you should. They may be able to. That does sound super cool.
I know my outboard stuff. I know it's just a Boss ME70, which my mate was dissing the fuck out of the other day. But hey, if you want nasty filth, you know where to come.
Okay, I've got one more nuclear option. I might do the nuclear option. It's a silly option, but it might work. All right.
This is the most fun I've had all day.
I'm glad to hear you're having fun. I'm not. Right.
You stressed out your
Okay,
boss.
I'm not stressed. It's just annoying. These things, everything should be working, Alan. It should be working perfectly fine. So, all right.
Oh, but
Okay,
it's the
so-
internet.
So, this is a stupid solution if this works. Such a stupid solution. Oh my god.
There
Okay.
are there's an infinitely recursive number of me.
Yes, there are.
Yeah,
Say hello to each other.
but in a weird way.
Okay.
You know, doing podcasts is not this difficult.
So, what do I need to do that for? Okay, I need one of them. Right. I need to find some adapters.
So I'm not on Twitch right now.
May or may not have enough adapters. We'll see. Okay, so. Right. That's a really suboptimal solution. Doesn't sound very good.
And I still can't hear it.
Okay, now there is no way now that it is not actually being heard because I literally piped it back into itself. So now I think it really should work. Yeah, it is working. Okay, now the question is there a way of doing it without completely destroying everything? Okay, so if I do that. This is not a very good solution.
I mean, it sounds like there's a truck outside. It's probably what it's doing to the background noise.
Okay. Is I don't know if there's a way that I can. Okay. I may have to give up. Let me at least check if that's working. Really cool.
But what about our thousands of adoring fans?
Okay. I may have to apologise to the thousands of adoring fans.
Well, I mean, the other 997 you're going to have to apologise to over email because they're not.
I'll apologise to them later. Alright, fine, it doesn't work. So, okay, the next thing then is to go back to how it was before.
Do I close the live stream? You know what's really nice about this is that usually I'm the guy trying to set up all the ridiculous technology for other people who don't give a fuck. And in this case, I do give a fuck about whether it works for you. But I'm not the person having to set it up. Just so nice. Just sit here, see multiple images of my own face.
I truly don't know why it isn't working. It's
Well,
so
why
annoying.
just turn it all off and then start again. I'll just sit here, like sign out of Zoom and whatever.
Okay, there is
and
one
then
other
come
thing,
back.
but I don't think it is that.
You know you want to turn everything off, Sammy. You know that's the correct answer. And then turn it all back on again. Come on, it's been a long time since you were at that page in the textbook, but you know it's the correct thing.
Okay. Right, okay, I'm going to do the jank solution then. Jank solution is that that microphone picks up the sound. Right, okay. I think I can still hear you, right? Yeah, I can. Okay, good. So, Right, now there's no way you can't hear it, but I may have to move the camera to get a better sound. Right, okay, so now you should really be able to hear it. Over either one. Over either one. That's too loud.
Yeah, that's right. I got that.
Okay. Is that loud enough? Can you hear that?
Yep.
Okay, good. Right, okay.
Not what I was expecting from you.
It's very different. It's a very odd idea. So what I was saying before, sorry, before it goes through. Right. This drum pattern is very, very out of time. So if you were to want to work on something, what you could do is make this in time, potentially, or record something called guitar, and I can redo the drum track because it needs doing again. Right.
What is the tempo?
124.
All right.
I can send you the stuff in Reaper or whatever if you want. That's up to you. Okay, so I'll take this one. And this bit is where I'm going to put those like massive horns. So now you really should be able to hear the BBC Symphony Orchestra horns. So I should know this.
Well, I was hearing things right at the start, and then it fell apart. So.
That stuff is going to go in at that point, but I haven't recorded it yet. Okay, so. Kind of fills us out there. Then there's this bit. This is the bit I was talking about. This is the main melody, but let me speak properly.
For some reason, I'm not in tune with those.
Yeah,
notes.
this synth is a bit flat. Sorry about that. I can move it to a different synth.
On a bike.
But this is.
Why?
Excuse me. You're the one who recommended Surge.
Has it been detuned?
No. This is the stock sound. I like the sound. This is the sound that gave me the idea, which is cool, right? But no, it's not been detuned now. Do you know how to fix it? Is it this?
Oh, I've never noticed that it's. Is it? Maybe.
So okay, let's listen a bit. Yeah. That's not the right one.
Yeah, that's
not the right one. Yeah, you heard the difference, right?
No, that seems like there's a unison. There's something in there.
This is the stock sound, mate. So I need to figure out how to fix it.
No, it's one of the stocks. Yeah, they could have detuned it, no problem. Like
yeah, but what I'm saying is it's the stock sound that's out of tune. It's not that I've detuned it. It may be out of tune. Well,
no,
I know it's out of tune.
I wasn't accused. What?
You were. I heard you. You said you are.
I said you weren't in tune, and you're. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, but that made it even funnier. Right. Okay.
All right. Let me figure it out.
Right. It's called the.
Okay, I can do that. Okay, that's in tune.
Is it? Have you got relative pitch? Holy shit. Okay.
Is that right? There's two things. I didn't realize there were two things. That's good. I did that. So, okay.
So that's a B you were playing.
C.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Hurdle number 1.
Okay. Now it should be in tune. Right. Oh, there's two of them. Shit. Okay. There's two of them because I can't figure out how to do multi-tracking. Does that sound in tune to you?
Yeah, enough.
Okay, how did I fix it? I did something with this.
But it really feels like it wants to be one semitone down.
All right, we're done. It was less than 30 cents out of tune according to the thing. So, okay. All right, let's hear it. That's in tune now. Okay. No, I'm not on the right sound. So that chord, I need to do a proper version of it. But I'll play those chords so you'll hear what it's supposed to sound like. And then the second round, I can write these down in a sec, but the second round is like this. And this is the cool one, so this is the cool chord. So it goes, so...
I'm listening. Nice.
That chord has been driving me mad for the past few days because I absolutely love it. And if I've got in the bass, I've got. I think that could sound really cool, but I need to track that. So the chords, it's basically A minor, but there's a D in it as well. I don't know what chord it's called.
11.
Just A minor.
A minor 11.
I could just track it, to be honest. It won't be in time, but I could at least track it.
No, just tell me what the chords are, and then I know roughly where you're going between each one.
So,
So you're A minor 11, or
maybe I'll go
something
through the whole
with
piece. The whole piece, it's kind of like it's some sort of like C major 7th sort of idea. So it's like a. It's all based on that sort of chord. So the first chord is F G C. It's not really a chord. Let me go back to the original synth. And it's the same one but with the G in it. So then it becomes like a kind of a G major 7th, but there's no B in it. And then you got the C major bit, the C major 7th bit. You add an F sharp to that as well. It's kind of like a.
Yeah.
So like an A 6th, is that right? Yeah. A minor 6th.
Yeah, I'm getting a feel.
So then this melody is the main melody is like a. Nope. A, F sharp, G, E goes here. So. And then I need to track these chords. So that's idea one.
Is that the melody? Something like that.
Something like that. Yep.
Okay.
This rhythm I wasn't sure about. Like at the moment it's kind of like ba 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 ba, but it could also be. Like as in it's two bars of 4/4, but it could be 1 bar of 6/4. It could be ba 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 or something like that, or like ba 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 or something like that.
As in, like it's a bit shorter than the full.
It could be,
measure.
yeah, or it could be the full length. Something like that. Could be like that. That's cool. Wait. Hold that thought. That's good.
But give me those chords, because I think I could do like a. It feels like that cries out. That's why I've got the reverb turned on. It feels
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
cries out for some very post-rocky.
I think the easiest thing would be if I just track them, just because I can't
Yeah.
name them quickly enough. But they're not going to be in time, so let me just track them.
Why
now.
not do them in time?
Because I'm not good enough.
Just whack on the. No, I don't mean exactly in time. I mean just whack on the.
No, as in I can't play them fast enough for the tempo. That's what I mean by that. I
Oh,
could
the
play it like
chords.
races
Oh, right.
like 0.02 or something, but
Oh, okay.
that's what I mean.
But it needs to have some. Maybe
Yeah,
it doesn't.
the rhythm of the chords is like ba 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 ba.
Oh,
ba.
right. Well, why don't you just whack down? I don't know if I'm telling you you're.
No, do
whatever
it
your
because I don't know how
pipeline
to do it in piano roll. I know how to do it in some
Oh.
Spadius, so.
Oh, okay. So if you highlight the number of, so if you at the top,
Yeah.
you know how you do a loop. Do you know how you do a loop in
Nope.
Reaper? Okay. So just below the green arrow pointing downwards.
Yep.
If you go slightly down below that, but not into the actual track bits,
Yeah.
and then click and drag, you should make a looping section. There you go.
Okay.
Right. So make the number of bars, some bars in there.
Okay. So.
So I think that's 4.
So that's two bars.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you've highlighted the labs track, so that's fine. So then you just go to insert up the top, which is
Yep.
next to view, and then you say insert new MIDI item.
Yep.
And then you double click on the new item you've opened.
I want to do it here though. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then double click on that, and then you should have a piano roll comes up.
Yep.
And then and then you can zoom in and stuff to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
And you just, the pencil should be automatically highlighted, and then you just click.
Can I play it and it will show up there or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
So,
Okay.
oh, I don't.
Is it possible to
That's
get?
possibly. I've never tried to do that. Like,
That would be cool if I could annotate it, put it in like that, basically.
so what do I?
Nope.
Well, you could play it first and then open up the piano roll to tidy it all up, because there's a quantize button at the top as well.
If I could play it in
Play-
time, that would
so
be fine.
record
That's
the
the
MIDI.
problem. Yeah, the problem is I can't play it in time. As in,
No, but that doesn't matter. Like, if you just get the notes down,
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll do that then. All right.
and then I could trim them for you. If you just get the notes down,
Sure.
you could just send me that MIDI thing, and then I'll do it.
I'll do that bit then. All right. I'll do it now.
Because I spend all my time in the piano roll, because
Cool. All right. I'll do that now. Okay. Right.
Okay. I've got my guitar off now.
Shit. That's very annoying. Okay. I can tidy up a little bit because I know roughly like the thing. This won't be too quickly. So, okay. So.
Yeah, so you can. Yeah, you can click in there, and then there's no like lasso function, so you have to go shift click on shift click on all the things. So when you've opened that up, you have to individually grab things. I haven't worked out how to just click and like drag a big square. Maybe it doesn't have it. But if anybody knows, it's Kenny Goya.
If everyone knows what?
If anyone knows, it's Kenny Goya who does all the videos where he talks like this all the time, and there's hundreds of videos with him saying really useful stuff, but in a very annoying way. Are we still streaming? Kenny Goya has entered the chat.
Okay. 1 second then. S for the split. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
if I just held a A minor 7th chord over all of that and just finger picked it, I could make it a very different song. It would still work, but you'd hate everything. My truck's my girlfriend.
Should play the other idea that I have as well
Never
in a second,
talks
but,
back. I know what I can do. I can.
okay, and split.
I can make.
This is why I worked in Sibelius time, because it was very easy to not have these problems. Just like immediately put it in piano roll into notation, so then there's no rhythm problem, right? The problem with that is that it's just not designed to do what I want it to do.
No one else reads notation, unfortunately.
Well, Da Vinci, not Da Vinci Resolve. Dorico. Dorico's kind of trying, I think. Like, it's absolutely a notation app, but they have a piano roll thing, but I haven't tried using it. Okay, how's the timing there? Right. It's not too bad, and then I can just split here and then there. I both love and hate the snap to grid. I hate that as well. Like, I know it's trying to make me loop, but I do not want to loop today.
I don't have your email address, so I've just WhatsApped you.
It's my first name, last name @gmail.com. Because I am ethnic like that.
Hey, I also have that because I made up.
Yeah, but your last name isn't really a last name, it's two last names.
Shut your whore mouth. Sammy. Oh, I do have your. Yeah, I do have it, yeah. Okay, let's see if that works. Because sometimes sharing with my drive is
Alright,
the Reaper project, ready and waiting to take your call. Hot Reaper in your area. Looking for some fun? 0845. DAWs now. Oh. MIDI. Gets me so hot, said no one ever.
Right, okay. So, what else is happening?
I think I can put my favourite chord on this. Which is this one. Tell me if you've heard Pliny play this.
That's nice.
Immediate jazz fusion.
Have you seen, do you know who Simon Franzman is on YouTube?
No.
I have to show you this. I mean, I know this is like very, very, well, I mean, have a live stream with me. The worst part is that he ends up with quite a good product. This guy is definitely who you should be watching anyway, because he's got so many things. Like, oh, okay, I can show you the latest thing he's got. So he's got, yeah, the history of giant steps, any percent speed run. Yes, but I mean, look at this, right? So look how quickly he's able to do it.
Trying to out a player who went. He had. So, what was his secret?
$13 was really impressive, right? Narrated with a synthesized David Attenborough. Anyway, no, this is the thing, right?
I can barely hear that.
So it's really quiet, like the Sibelius stock snare drum sound.
Okay. Nice. That's the greatest jazz song I've heard all week. God damn it. That's our Peggy.
This is my favourite bit.
Hey, that's how my old piano teacher got me to. He would get me to write away from the piano. So actually just look at the chord and see how nicely it's spaced or whatever, and actually write the music from the notation. And given that I still cannot sight read after 15 years, that was mad. But it was, he would play it for me and it would come out okay. That's insane. Is that playable?
He's going to play it in a minute.
Jesus.
As he's going to MIDI play it, but I think he does get a band to actually play it at some point, if I remember correctly.
That looks certainly too hard for it. Okay, yeah, no, he lost it in the harmony. Turns out it's all in the harmony then.
Exactly, right? But yeah, I'm sure I remember seeing
There's a couple of bits in there where you're like, oh, I know that works theoretically, but fuck me, my ears are bleeding.
I can't remember when it was, but I remember that he did. Where is it on here? No, he expands it a little bit. That's it. I thought that he got it played. I couldn't remember, but there's all these sort of, like I won't play this whole video. This channel is a Goldman. You should watch it, but this is one of my favorite of all time. This is about teaching music teachers, right? Yeah, so it's in Swedish or whatever, but yeah.
Den ultimata sanningens triumford som gör att hela världen faller på sin plats för det lilla barnet som inte spelar
Oh, you can't see the subtitles.
No, it's alright.
So yeah, the ultimate words of triumph that makes it so that the whole world falls into place for the little child who wants to play the trumpet and become world famous. Imagine a world where everyone has their own parking spot.
That's all he said.
Etc. Etc. It's all great. The whole channel is amazing. He does lots of giant step in the style of other pieces of music. So there's like Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give Up, but giant step. Ed Sheeran, but giant step. This video, he does the Ness and Doma thing and then auto tunes it to be the lick at the end of the note. It's all amazing. Anyway, so right, okay. Back to whatever. So okay, I was almost done. It's actually worked better than I expected. I thought it was going to be a lot more annoying. Whoops.
It's a very nice plugin. It has no right to be free.
It really doesn't.
They should make you wait a year.
Pay
You
to
can
win.
have it.
They make you wait a year, but you can, if you want, you can pay. It's fine.
Paying for things, what is it, the 90s? Oh, that's a nice chord.
So if you just listen to the whole thing, I've got it finally in time. This chord just came out of nowhere to me. The one there, I've been obsessed with it the past few days. Right, I'll play it full.
Oh, this is making me want to get very epic.
Right, so now I can move this all. Can you group in Reaper? You must be able to, right?
Yeah. But I think what you want to do is glue.
Yeah.
You want it all to be one thing.
Yep.
So highlight them all, and then I forget where glue is. Let me.
This one?
I just know where it is.
Okay, that looks about right.
Item.
I think I've done. Nope. Okay, I have, but it won't let me move them. How do I
you
move
might
it?
have stuck it.
Okay, so.
Where's the glue? I don't have anything in yet. Hang on. Let me open an old project. I do know this. I just know it's. I don't need.
There are those things that you know that, and then the unknown knowns, and the known unknowns, and the unknown unknowns.
Yeah. All of those things.
Fool me once and you can't get fooled again.
Oh, so you click on the thing. You right
okay.
click on the thing, and then you go to glue items.
Right. So do I just click all of them?
You'll need to. So you'll need to highlight all of them, and then when you right click, it shouldn't unhighlight them. He says.
What is it doing? Something's going on.
Oh, you've done something weird in there.
Is it possible to just? Okay. Can I just do that?
You can just export that. Yeah.
Okay. I'd rather not.
You go to if you.
Track MIDI. Nope.
I don't actually know how have you been outputting MIDI from.
I did that, but I'd rather not. It seems like there must be a better way. Surely.
No, but I want the notes because I can just set it up with.
Okay,
I've got,
fine. Yeah,
I've
sure,
got the
right.
BBC Symphony here as well.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay. Fine. Okay.
We can synergize
this is what
our
I've been doing.
Reapers.
All right. Does it matter? Most to one, right?
I can't read that. So yes.
This should hopefully work. Fingers crossed. All right. I remember I did this and then it was empty, like zero bytes. Yeah, this is 600 bytes. I don't think that this worked. Why does it do this? So
It must be
I say all.
render.
Yeah. Look. Hopefully that changed. Nope, it's still 667 bytes. I don't think it should be.
It might be if it's just MIDI.
It's not impossible, but I remember it being like totally empty. Okay, well I can drag it back in and see, right? So. Okay, no, that works. Fine. Okay, so should I email you this, or do you want to Google Drive
So
it?
I've shared a
sorry,
thing. I've shared a folder that's Sammy and Alan,
Got it.
and it's just above Tim and Alan.
Why didn't you
My
put
other
salmon?
collab.
Salmon would have been good.
Sam. Because I
Alex
thought that
Salmon.
might be a hate crime. I don't know.
All right, you should have that hopefully. All right.
Yeah, that just appeared immediately. Okay.
Sweet.
Now we're off on something. Things are happening. Things are
awesome.
happening.
That is awesome. All right. So, but while you're doing that, I'm going to try and just chuck it into where I think it should go, which is kind of there, ish. Oh. Okay.
I can't just drag out of Chrome and then stick it straight into Reaper. I have to download it first. Ugh. Ugh.
It's 2021. Don't they get it?
This was at 124, wasn't it?
Tempo, yes.
Right, so I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't mean to remove the file. Wow, I didn't mean to do that. Action could not be undone. Hang on a minute. Let me just stick that back in there.
Are you trying to undo the action? It said that you can't undo it. Why are you doing it? You are going against the spirit of Reaper.
No, in Google Drive.
Oh,
I accidentally deleted it from Google Drive.
Oh, okay.
I tried to drag it back in from the same.
That's
download
that's really weird.
That is. Do I need to download you again? No, I don't need to download you again. Come on.
All right, so now I need to figure out okay, while you're doing that, I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way to actually do what I want to do.
Okay. Well, what is it you want to do? What
okay,
is it you want to do?
so many things. Do something with this that maybe group items is the right thing. Nope, but still even that still didn't do it.
No,
right?
gluing.
I did glue it. It didn't work.
Well, what
Maybe
do you
I have
want
to.
to do?
I don't know. See, look, when I click things, it does that instead of the proper thing.
I can't see. I've only got one monitor. Chill out, Captain. 3 monitors.
Okay, I've selected all but one of these, but it's still it's not letting me select that. That one note. That one note is very important, Alan. All right.
Okay, sure. Right, what was your setting on BBC Symphony Orchestra?
I just literally opened it and then clicked horns.
Moo. Horns. Where's my horns? Oh, horns A4. There we go.
Yeah, the things that say horns. Yeah, yeah. The instrument horns.
Does this happen?
Was ist das?
Yeah, there it is. Woo!
That's copyright Samuel Cindy, 2021. You're not allowed to use it. I
POS.
will copyright claim your Twitch stream that you're definitely doing.
Fine.
Cancel Alan. Hashtag cancel Alan.
Here's my face giving all of my shits.
Unfortunately, no one can see you because this is the only monitor I'm
Yeah.
sharing. But I at least got to enjoy it.
Okay, I'm gonna have a play about with this. You work out what to do.
Sweet.
Oh, do you want me to turn off? I guess I can. You're just gonna hear me playing.
I can always mute you, but I want to hear you. It's fine. No problem.
Okay.
Oops. That's a bit too much.
Turned on the metronome. That's made things worse. Okay. So I'm
No, how dare you? Sure, go ahead. That's fine. I might try and retrack the drum part. I got this thing right, one of my brother's things, and the default sensitivity is like, it's like that. Okay, that's useless. So then there's like that or like maximum possible velocity, and that's it. Those are the only two settings. So I smashed the shit out of it, but then the downstairs neighbours are going to complain. So so that's really annoying. And also
What is it? I've never seen one like that.
Akai Professional MPD16 USB MIDI pad control unit. I have this other thing.
I've heard of Akai MP. I just don't know. I don't recognise the colour of the plastic.
Where did I put it? Somewhere over here. This thing, Dr. Rhythm. The problem is, I couldn't get MIDI to come out of this. That's the problem. I tried. It didn't work. It was like powered on, but I might have it. Maybe I could have another go with this, but I couldn't get it to work for some reason. But this like you could actually play this. It's actually you can actually hit those buttons, whereas these just like that didn't actually activate it when I did it. Yeah, I'll come back to that later. So, but I hate playing drums on this piano. It's like it wants you to like hit it full tilt, and it's like but you can do that. But you can't do it in time, and also So maybe I could try tracking it with this one. So give it a go. Right. Also, when I tried to open what's it called, Superior Drummer, and it's like your Superior Drummer is not activated. I was like, why? I didn't do anything. So. I'm back to using Spiritfire Labs, which unfortunately for the drums. Drumica also has that problem where it just keeps saying, "Hey, you're not activated," even though you don't need to because it's free. But
okay. Sorry about that. I've moved over. I couldn't get the snare to sound how I wanted it to sound in Drumica now that I'm fiddling about with stuff. It's got too many. When you listen to it, do you hear a lot of like ringing tones in it? It's kind of ringy snare.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I went to Steven Slater drums, the free version of that. And
okay.
Drum kit in it, and it's much more of like a fuck you, fuck you.
I could check that out. Steven Slater drums.
Yeah, the free
Cool.
version is really shit up. And if I remember correctly, one of the easier ones to get actually working, which is a lot, which is saying a huge amount.
Okay, I'll give it a go. I can do that now. Oh, also, it's been more than 40 minutes, and you have not been kicked out. Good. But
Okay, yeah, I can go a bit longer.
no, I don't mean that. I mean that Zoom didn't kick you out, even though it should have done. So I'm not complaining.
No, because it's if there's only 2 people, it's unlimited.
Is it really? It said when I scheduled it that it said it's going to stop after 40 minutes. But all right, fine. I'm not complaining.
If it's only 2 people, maybe because it just thought you would have more people. It just thought you were more popular. So.
Steven Slater drums, or just Slater drums?
SSD 5.5.
Alright. Yep, got it. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Oh, hang on. I've got a thing to go on top of your thing. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you. That's cool. That's cool.
So that should harmonise nicely.
Yeah.
Just play that through.
That's sweet. That sounds good.
Alright, yeah. I'll definitely remember that. That's just me. Yeah, we're going for wanky post rock apparently. I didn't know that's where we're going, but that's where we're going.
What's that reminding me of?
Right, so the thing I'm having issues with is I don't know, is this the rhythm that you wanted?
The only rhythm I had in my head was the... But that's obviously like very old, very quickly. So I don't mind going to something else. So in those chords, it was literally just going to be ba 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 ba
So
ba.
the tempo's So it's like. Da, da,
Or it could be, or you could consider it a half time. Ba da da. Maybe, yeah.
Okay, that helps me.
But it could also, I was toying with it in my head. You could either have it be like ba ba ba, or you could have it be ba ba ba.
Right, but you didn't play this when you were playing that on your thing. You didn't play that with the metronome at 124.
I did, but no, I didn't.
Was the
Yeah.
metronome on?
Sorry.
Was the metronome on?
I think it was, and I tried to get it in. It should fit with when I dragged it around. Should be roughly the right rhythm.
Let me listen again. Right. Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. 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 And then, like halfway through, there's like an instantaneous jump to 999 BPM, and then instantaneously back to 124. Make sure you remember that bit.
Yeah. It's very important to have that.
It's the feel.
Yeah. And then immediately 43% burnt by a Dillinger escape plan.
This is great. I'll see if I can find it. One sec.
It's a real problem I had that I just always just let it go.
It's really annoying. It should show up. It doesn't show up. I need to find it then. I know where to find it.
Let me set my title to metalcore. Literally, it says metalcore.
There we go. Check this out. So I'll find this bit.
Oh, I recognize that.
You what?
I recognize that. Go see. Look what you've done.
What?
Look what I play with now. It's your fault. That is entirely your fault, Sammy. It's a great plectrum. I've been playing with the wrong plectrum for 20 years.
Yeah. So I used to play with the really thin ones as well. I was like, I'm not able to do this thing. What's going on here?
It's not the thin. I used 0.7s. They're not crazy thin.
Mhm.
It's what everybody. It's the big yellow ones on green. Sometimes they're green. But just what you can do with this.
Yeah.
Like harmonics, pinched harmonics, crazy like attack things. You can't do that. Oh god. Anyway, right, put in the thing.
Sure. Okay. Well, no, that's not the one that's not what I'm looking for. There's
I don't know why I'm watching that.
no, but it's close to this. It's very close to this. Damn, where is it?
While you were telling me how bad the snare sound was with the new drummer
Oh yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to somebody from work who I hadn't really spoken to much before, but he'd been introduced as listening to melodic death metal when he codes. And I was like, oh hey Rob, you didn't mention that, and we went to somebody's stag do together. That's cool. And he said, yeah, I sort of listened to that stuff. I guess I'm sort of mainly a Dream Theater guy. And I was like, oh, well, I'm literally right now in a conversation about some guy's snare sound that's from Dream Theater, and I'm way out of my depth. Like, do you want to tap in? Okay, right, what's he doing now?
I'm trying to find the bit. I don't know if I'll find it. I'll try to find it. It's like a 10-second clip within the whole thing. So. That's cool.
Something like that will do, I think. See, if you never do this tonight, because you know who's starting a documentary right now on the BBC, Sammy?
No.
You know who's starting? Alice, hand movements, Robert. That's her entire presenting career. We are here in a big hole, and we're going to find out what we're going to do. We're going to find out what the ancient Egyptians thought of us.
This is not what I did my PhD in, and yet I am here presenting.
Not at all. But I am extremely BBC, so I'm definitely supposed to be here. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Professor Alice Roberts. Yes, you are. Right, what was your other idea then?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. So I did some piano. I've only got it on piano. This was like that's like vaguely dance-ish. This is super dancey. So well, let me find line piano.
Oh yeah, send me what the drums sound like as well. Like even though they're out of time, just so I have a rough idea.
Oh sure.
Unless you want to redo the drums.
I do.
Well then, don't send me those things. Then you do the drums.
And also, I'm waiting for the email. I haven't got the email yet for the
What
drums.
email?
I need an email for the drums. I didn't get it yet. There we go. Finally. Joff Bozo signed up for an account. So.
Oh, Ben Joffrey.
Joff Bozo is my coach. I love calling Jeff Bezos Joff Bozo. So. There we go. Right. Yay, Joff Bozo can get his drums. All right. Email's already. I know. I signed up. Of course, it was taken. Oh, for God's sake. Anyway, I'll figure it out in a sec. All right. In the meanwhile, right. The other idea. Where's my piano? There we go. Here we go. Okay. So let me find it. Right. Okay. You'll get the idea.
Are you about to play me Piano House?
Yes. Yes. That is basically it.
I'm gonna have to leave this call.
It's out of time. But anyway.
Well, that's always an improvement to Piano House. But I can't really hear that.
I can up it. Perfect, right?
That's a jazz chord.
So I'm clicking over the bits I missed, but it's basically bum 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 bum. Yeah, exactly, right? I know, super dancey.
Well, I am actually related to Calvin Harris. I'm not related to Calvin Harris.
I mean, you are at some level, right?
How dare you? Alright, what's the roots of those chords?
That you want to go through that idea? Sure. Okay.
Well, do you or do
It's up to you. I thought you said you were going to end the call.
No, I was. It didn't turn out to be as fucking down, down,
Okay.
down.
No. But is that a rhythm?
And interesting
yeah.
chords.
So,
That rhythm's
okay.
fine, yeah.
Let me get rid of the ones. Okay, so I can give you the, if you want just like the bass notes, I can give you those, but it's like, it's all...
I think so, because there's loads happening in there.
Yeah, so, okay, G is in E minor, G,
Okay.
F sharp, G, E, so that's the bum 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 bum, B, D, A. So G, F sharp, G, E. Ba, 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 ba,
Yeah.
ba, 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 B, B, D, A. Ba, 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 ba,
Yeah.
ba, ba, E, and then G. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
And then so I'm trying to think. What's I was playing with the. Let me think. It is BDA again, yeah. Okay. And so on and so on.
So is this the whole thing?
Yep.
And after that, just
Da 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 da. Yeah, E E G. And then you could do F sharp D E, or you could do BDA again. So
oh, okay. So we're in. Cool. We're in that part of the neck.
yeah,
That's fine.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try and get my drum set up. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. That sounds sick. You could definitely do at least one pinched harmonic somewhere within there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sort of. Oh, it's so
Oh,
good.
where's my player's harmonica? Oh, it's because I'm on.
There's this video I keep going back to. It's if you don't know the Dream Theater songs, I don't think there's a point playing them. But there's two really iconic solos. There's one at the end of the song called "The Spirit Carries On," which is it's in 6/4. It's a really interesting song. And there's also another one called Razor's Edge in the middle of towards the end of Octavarium. They're both very iconic solos. And he plays every single pitch bend like an eighth of a tone or something like that, and misses every pinched harmonic. So it's like instead of being like bwah 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 bwah, it's like bwah bwah bwah. It sounds every single one of them, and it just sounds so bad, and it's so good. I'm not actually, you may not know the song, but I think it's still worth playing some of it. It's so good.
So, right, The Spirit Carries On, and what was the other one? The Spirit Carries On twice there because I was listening to you and typing.
The Spirit Carries On and Octavarium, but Octavarium's a long song, so it's called Razor's Edge. If you look up Razor's Edge solo Octavarium, it will come up with it.
Holy shit, Dream Theater solos have their own name.
Yeah, I know. Well, no. This isn't even a solo. The name in Octavarium, each bit of the song has its own name. I don't know what the names of the other ones, but Razor's Edge is a specific bit of that song. Wow. I know, right? It's almost like it's written by fucking nerds, right?
Oh, here we go.
Yes. Let me find a synth that goes with it. I have one somewhere. Sort of.
Over the top of that one. think I straight up just love that what you're doing there, and then you've got massive chords in there that are like things that would take me weeks to try and think of what to put in. So I'm just gonna go.
That's still good. I'm happy with that. That's so good. Oh. That's
The
sick.
only reason to own a Stratocaster is to be able to do the tom. I thought I'd invented that.
Aww.
And then I watched a Rage Against the Machine video. I was like, of course he did that.
Right, I'm trying to find it. So the video got taken down from YouTube, which is why I'm glad that I downloaded a personal copy of it, because it's a very good video.
Because it's just him fucking things up.
I don't know. I don't know why it got taken down. Oh, it's not in there.
Yeah, that's right. I'm desperate to be in Nickelback around about 2002.
I'm here in the red.
Worse than that, it's very Creed. Return, Swatterton.
I'm here and I can't live without you.
My sacrifice.
And then wait, ba 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 ba, dun dun dun. That's totally something they would do, isn't it?
Honestly, those guys are always playing with like a $2.5 PRS Custom 24, Mesa Boogie dual rectifier, and the guy's got, 14 cymbals around it, and the fill is literally.
Yes, I know, right? Which is super annoying because like the how you remind me, it's like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's got a soprano snare, like he knows this.
Yeah.
No.
But no, not for truck radio, mate. No.
Rockstar is like the worst. I mean, like I liked a lot of Nickelback, to be honest, but the Rockstar is like.
How you remind me is
Yeah.
a bona fide great song.
Yeah. All right, so let me find you this. Right, so okay, it's in here, but I want to find a specific bit. Right, so the context for this is it's a Lil Wayne versus John Petrucci. Yeah. All right. I think he's playing these. I can't work out because it sounds so bad, but I think he's actually playing it. Wait for it. Wait. Did you hear like the subtlest of bends? Every single bend is like that. Ba, ba, da, da.
But even just the tone is nasty.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Do you know the guy? Oh,
It's impressive, isn't it? I don't know how he's managed to play it like that.
do you know the guy that does Music Is Win?
Yes, yeah, I know that guy, yeah.
The whitest man on all of YouTube. It's just I think he went to Berkeley Conservatory of Music and stuff, and there's so many videos online of him just shiting a solo in a way that you like. How do you have that little feel for what you do? Like even like punk guitarists, when they mess up, there's still intent behind it, and he's just there, just shiting all over the strings, and you're like, stop playing. No.
So this one as well, I don't know, like the guitar tone he chose to like make fun of Petrucci is just amazing. I don't know how he chose this. I don't know where you'd find this. Wait for it. There's a bit here, I'll point out. There's normally like a really sweet pinched harmonica around here, but he just completely fucks it up in the tape, so. wait for it. Normally there's a pinch harmonic right there. It's like what? So anyway, so it sounds so bad. But anyway, I love shreds videos a lot. Oh, there's an amazing. There's this song called I talk about Dream Theater forever, but there's a song called Erotomania, which is a very interesting name for a song. And in the version that they played, there's this bit where the bass and the guitar and the keyboard all play like sequentially, which you can imagine live, especially like a nightmare to get in time. And halfway through, Patricia just stops. Portnoy just stops playing. It was a sick song, but wait, is it before this or after this? Yes, after this. Okay, there we go. Which, like, that's such a nasty thing to do live. And remember, they don't play with a click. And then the guy did the shreds version, of course. I'm so happy it's still there. And then Mike always drops the stick in the thing. So, have you heard of I can't remember what they're called now. Plastica, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, Plastica. Have you heard of Plastica?
No.
So they did a cover of this song and of YYZ from Rush on plastic instruments.
Oh, this is what the internet was made for.
And so on and so on. It's really great. All of it's great.
There's live audio. There's live video of. Did you ever meet my PhD supervisor, Bill Whitmer, at any point?
I don't think so.
So he used to do. He's always done crazy things with. So the thing I've just sent you there is Ollie Steele's new solo track. That I saw it and I really thought it's so gloriously noodly but still groovy that I thought this might be one for Sammy.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
There's so much guitar work in it. It's ridiculous. He's the other guitarist from Monuments, and Monuments are one of the three genty bands, like original gentlemen. So you got Periphery, you got Monuments, and you got Tesseract. And actually Monuments. See I can go deep on a completely the same thing but a slightly parallel thing. Monuments' main guitarist is John Brown, and John Brown was in a band called Fell Silent, who were around before Sixth. So if you know like the tech metal band Sixth,
I don't.
From London. Oh my god!
I'll check them out.
Get on that. It's insane. It's 6 guys that are all producers on their instrument. It's the only metal band I've gone to see live where at 120 decibels they sound exactly like they do on the record. It's just that they somehow managed to account for upward spread of masking. I got the Underground to the gig, and on the way back I couldn't hear the Underground because it was 2007 and I was an idiot and didn't have any ear protection.
Oh dear.
It's Sick, Blanche Street Bloom. But anyway, this Ollie Steele guy, I've actually spoken to him at a gig in Bochum in Germany, where because I'd gone on my own, because I didn't have any friends in Bochum, at Der Matrix, the Matrix club, I was chatting to the guy on the merch stall because I was that guy, and I'd been talking. I had met him the last time they'd come through, and then Ollie Steele walked by, and he goes, because they'd heard that there was this like guy from the UK at a gig in Bochum of all places, and he was like, "Fucking hell, you're Scottish," and they just kept walking, and I was like, "Can I say fucking hell, you're black?" And I told her that. That's probably not okay, is it? No. Okay, I'll just take that. That's fine.
Is
One, you've obviously never met many of us if you think I am, and two, what the hell, man? Like, what even is that?
There's a
What am I
great.
supposed to say? Yes. Jawohl, mein Herr.
I should tell you, yeah. So there's two stories. One is mine. So there's we were in Cardiff. I was visiting a friend, and we visited a Weatherspoons that was a 24-hour Weatherspoons on Sunday morning. So there were people there from the night before. And we visited like 11 a.m. or something, like quite late on in the morning. And there was a bouncer for understandable reasons. And I walk in. So it's a party containing an Albanian guy, his Welsh girlfriend, which is why we were there, and he was there as well. An Arab guy, but technically British, and one white guy. And we go through, and he stops me. The bouncer stops me on the way in and says, "Where are you from?" Like in a really menacing way. And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm actually just interested." I was like, "Did you think about how that looked? Like, massive bouncer guy asking smallish Arab guy, like, where are you from?" It's like, "Oh yeah, no, he just wants to know." I was like, "Okay, UK." How do you respond to that? But anyway, on the flip side of that. There's a YouTuber called Michael Reeves. I don't know if you've seen him. He's like a programmer who also makes stuff as well, like stupid toys and things. And he had a racist version of like Tickle Me Elmo. So when you tickled it, it said a racist statement, but only on the races that he was, which is Puerto Rican and Asian or something like that. And it's like and it's like when a black guy showed, it's like, "Oh, this man is a perfectly respectable gentleman," and the Puerto Rican guy's like, "This guy's it." It's like, nice one. That's a very clever way of getting around that.
Nice, yeah.
All right. So.
So send me that thing as well, and then I can work on that offline, and then I guess we've got the start of
Two different things. Yep.
How do you?
Well, there's the other thing as well, which I did tidy up a little bit, but I can play it one more time. It's whether you want to work with that. There's like three, like that one really needs some 80s sort of snare drums in it. But
I've got an Arturia plate reverb that I got for free, which makes anything sound like the 80s.
That's sweet. Arturia plate reverb. I'll have to check that out.
No, it's not free anymore. It was only free for like a month or so.
Okay, but because you have it and you got it for free, could you Control-C, Control-V that for free as well, and then give that to me for free as well?
Severely, given how difficult things are to install, I severely
Damn.
doubt.
All right, fair enough. But does Jock Bozo have it though? Did Jock Bozo sign up for it?
No, I don't think you can sign up for it.
No, but if Jock Bozo signs up for lots of things, so if Jock Bozo signed up for it, I'm Jock Bozo, so I could also get it, right?
Well,
you see that?
Yeah, if Jock Bozo was further ahead of the curve than you have been,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Well, that's a shame. If only I knew Jock Bozo's email. Okay, so I'm actually not sure if it's this. I don't think it is this. Except I've been an idiot and edit one of the actual important synths. Okay, no, I didn't. I just copied it, so that should work. Okay, so you what?
That sounded from Surge.
Literally all of this is from Surge.
Shit, I need to go and find that. What is that?
It's called Clark Sword, I think. You get the idea, right?
Yes.
That's basically the entirety of the idea. But that chord is just such a sweet chord. I was playing Shostakovich's 11th Symphony on that patch because it sounds cool. And then I just went ba 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 ba. That's an interesting chord. So that chord is it's not a chord. It's going to be lots of like sporadic. So the G sharp and the bass, but it's basically G sharp, B flat, C sharp, E flat, F sharp. Black notes. You can do it without the E flat, maybe it sounds better. A bit better. Yeah, it's not going to be a fun chord to play. You might actually do, if you have a Metallica standard guitar, you'd actually probably do better to play it in that, because it's an E flat major, so. Like that. I was trying to avoid it being too 24 karat magic-y, but I do have the.
Then there was an F.
The bass line. Yeah, the bass line goes.
Trying to work out the chord.
Oh, the chord. So
B flat, C sharp.
G sharp, B flat, C sharp, F, F sharp. Those are the main notes.
If I was a better musician, I would be able to work out what that.
I also don't know what a chord is. I just know it sounds cool, so that's why I played it.
That's like a.
It's not a chord. It's going to be some sort of modal thing of some sort.
It'll be a chord. Everything.
G flat sharp mixolydian major third.
Well, B flat. Let's work this out. So G sharp, B flat.
It's kind of G flat major or F sharp major with a G sharp as well. But it's important if you need to have a G sharp at the bottom for it to sound right.
Really there? This is beginning to sound a bit steady. No, okay, I'll work it out. Okay.
So this was under, like, if you had to guess, like what type of patch that is. You know the Surge has the patches thing. What would you guess? Like what would you guess?
Clockwork.
Yeah.
I'd probably guess pads.
Right. Yep.
Was that right?
Can you see that?
Practically plugs.
Yeah. Right.
Are we in pluck off?
Right. Why is it in plugs? That's what my first comment was. This is such a sweet pad. Like, come on, man. I don't know if I've got the. Yeah. So with the mod wheel, right.
That's Vangelis in a box.
Right, and then if you turn down the mod wheel. It sounds cool, but with the mod wheel. Okay, then fine. If it really is Vangelis, then. Bum, 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 bum. I need a piano to do the.
No, my touch on Vangelis is obviously Blade Runner. So.
But there's some sick patches in here. So I found the
Yeah, it's great.
I know. Thank you. I'm saying thanks. Was
what
it?
I do is no, because earlier you'd said it's out of tune. Why is it out of tune? And I was like, are you blaming a free?
Yeah, I am. How dare they? How dare they?
Oscillator.
Open source harder. Open source harder.
Oh my goodness. What I do with not one of my kids, but the other one is very interested in this stuff, and I set a tiny keyboard in front of them, and then we just look for spooky sounds.
Oh yeah.
shit, Surge has got loads of spooky sounds. One day I will try and build a sound from scratch because I can do that.
You can do that.
with-
Oh, that's cool.
I can do that with the Korg micro Korg, but I've
Oh,
had
yeah.
that for 14 years, and it took me probably about 4 years. And I was working out how synthesizers worked at the same time, so it took me some time. I don't think it'll take as long with the Surge, but there's so many good patches.
I mean, yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to get through all of these. I think I didn't even get to any of the third-party ones. I was like, okay.
The third-party ones are off the cheap.
I'm sure.
Some of them are kind of usable, and a lot of them are fucking mental.
So what's this? Shit, how's it go?
I didn't realise that straight up Jupiter 8 lift. I thought you were doing
That's Dupe's A, right?
I thought it started like Thriller.
It is Thriller. That was what I was trying to play, but I can't play anything. They also have the Van Halen patch, not Van Halen. But yeah, they have the jump patch in here, which was cool.
Yeah, every keyboard I've ever owned has the jump patch. And I used to play in a praise band with a guy whose entire, like every single time you asked him what what sound you want for this on the keyboard, and he'd just be like, Synthy brass, please.
Yes.
And I was 14 or 15, so I didn't know, I hadn't put together that Synthy brass is the
Was
jump
yes,
sound.
yeah. No, there is some sick patches. I'll have to spend some more time on it. But yeah, so my intention for last week's live stream was that I would spend like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and then maybe like an hour on going through this stuff, and then I'd track using the stuff I'd learned. And I spent like 2 hours going through the stuff. I was like, oh, this was more fun. And I had better ideas, but I was just jamming the jams. I don't have. Thankfully, at that time my recording was working, so I have the ideas recorded down, which is why I like. If only for the live stream, just for that aspect, it was fun. But so I'm really gonna have to figure out these issues. I'm not sure it may be the Zoom call that broke everything. But
well, yeah, because sometimes it steals the.
yeah, but I did close Zoom, so maybe.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But it's a really weird issue because, like I said, the weirdest part is that it shows up in OBS. So I don't understand if it does that and I have it active, it's not muted, why it didn't come through. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway.
What we're finding is, the entire world has started using Zoom, and it's actually not as good as we all thought it was at the beginning.
Yeah, but I am a cat. I am not a cat, though.
Yeah.
Zoom is. I never understood like the big deal of Zoom. Like people hate Google Meet. It's like it's fine. What's wrong with Google Meet? It's free. Why would you pay for this?
So Google Meet's an issue with us because of our MRC thing. Although apparently we're allowed to use Google Meet, which is hilarious because they're definitely recording off of Google Meet, so that's strange. But but I don't know where Zoom came from. I had the week off. The week that the CVU shut down this time, like March last year, I had that week off because we were going to go to Centre Park. Still haven't.
Oh
been to
shit.
Centre Park. No, it's fine. We just ended up just having a nice week at home. But in that week, like everybody moved out of the CBU. I fought back in on the Tuesday to make sure I had some stuff because I was like, I might never ever be able to get back in again. It's quite easy to get back in. And then the next week, IT was like, okay, so we're all using Zoom. And I was like, the fuck is Zoom? what happened? Where did Skype go?
Oh, my favorite bit is the Zoom technologies. Their stock obviously skyrocketed, but some other company names Zoom also has their stock skyrocketed too because their investors are like, Zoom, invest in Zoom.
Yeah. So that must have been the Zoom, the Zoom. The people who made terrible guitar processors in the North this thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. They were briefly very rich.
I have filled my parents-in-law, one room of my parents-in-law's house with audio gear, and it's glorious. I just keep on buying more stuff.
Well, yes, I mean, I'm going to start one of them collections, right? So I inherited all my brother's stuff that I have no use for. Like, I mean, I know that some of this stuff is, I'm sure, very expensive and very cool, but I don't know how to connect it, what it should be for, why I should use it, or anything like that.
That's for when you get into that. That's for when you're using Ableton, really.
I think so. Yeah. So yeah.
For me, it's always taken so long to. Well, back in the day, it used to take so long to set those things up that they weren't worth using, in my opinion, because you just were like, I can just click the button and do it.
Yeah.
I think now, especially Novation stuff is they do the Launchpad, which is the thing that's designed to work seamlessly with Ableton. So I have a feeling if you get Ableton Lite, the free thing
Okay.
from somewhere, if you just plug that Novation
It'll
thing in,
work.
suddenly you'll have all the knobs for your channels and stuff.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Like all working. I would imagine that Novation just plugs in that.
But yeah, but apart from that and a whole bunch of cables and stuff, this is and the two keyboard things. This is lovely, but I want more octaves. Like I always run out of notes a little bit. So my brother had another one that was a bit longer, but I couldn't find that. He may have taken it with him to Berlin.
Is he just giving up on music? Why
No. So there was briefly a time when he was actually DJing, like actually trying to do electronic record stuff. But he ended up moving into experimental electronic music. But he ended up moving into like management / label. Like he had a label briefly for a bit, and events, putting on events, and then found crypto and now is doing stuff to do with crypto. And this is a guy who did a PhD for chemistry. It's like it's not good showing for the PhDs in our family, but neither of them were doing the thing that they did the PhD in. Him in particular. So I was a passable neuroscientist until my PhD, and then I did this one particular, very specific type of it. But without doing that, then but he was like he got the top of the masters in chemistry, and he was going to be the guy to continue the chemistry dynasty in Nottingham. Which, if you know from the periodic table of videos, like the white-haired guy Polyakov, like him, then his supervisor, then him. And the idea was that he was going to become that. And then he said, it's such an amazing story. He said something like, he walked past a guy in the street in Nottingham who wore a t-shirt that said "fuck your life," and that's what caused him to reevaluate whether he wanted to do this or not. It's like, wow, holy crap. I mean, I know it could be something small like that, but holy crap, that's such an interesting thing that happened. Anyway, so he's had a very interesting past decade, to be honest. As a result of that. So he briefly acquired a whole bunch of this stuff for the events and for all that sort of stuff. I don't think I even have like 20% of it. But like the electric guitar is his. And some of the stuff to plug into it is still missing some of the stuff because I couldn't find some of it. But yeah, so all of this stuff is offshoots of that. But he moved. Right, he moved to Berlin. He's been there for a while. But not like he didn't move until Brexit basically. Forced him to make a proper decision either way, and he chose Berlin, which is a sensible decision. So because he's done that, he basically said, any of the stuff in Doncaster is fair game for me, and also we needed to empty that house anyway. So I just took everything I could, which was basically everything. So I have a whole bunch of stuff that has sat there unused, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that I have kind of used a little bit. So that's the story of some of it, but I know that he has some of it with him as well. So I expect that he has some of the nicer stuff.
That Dr. Beat thing that you've got is essentially is kind of similar era to the Alesis SR16, which is another it's the kind of drum machine that tries really hard to sound like a drum kit.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't quite, but you'll have heard it like backing buskers a lot of the time.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
And electronic guys use it a lot for just the fact that the samples kind of don't, they're useful in a lot of ways.
Right.
But I've got an old my proudest purchase. I got it for a tenner with no power supply. A Yamaha, which one is it? RX, doesn't matter. It's either RX11 or RX21. Whichever one only has one drum kit on it. It's from 1983, so it's the same age as my wife. And I bought it from a guy out his garage, took it home, plugged in the Yamaha power supply from my keyboard, which has a floppy disk drive on it, because it's
yeah.
Plugged that in.
And it worked. Nice.
Okay. So that was nice. So it worked, and you could play all the things on it, and it sounds like the 80s because it is the 80s. And then I thought, I wonder if this will work with the computer. Right, so just a Windows 10 standard desktop, and I've got a sound card that's got MIDI input/output on it. Had a quick look at the manual online, and you just have to press a couple of buttons in the right order, and what it says on it makes no sense. Like what it says on the little display makes no sense of what's actually happening. Set the thing up, set Reaper up, and just sort of went click, boom. Holy shit! So there's 40 years between these two, maybe like 35 years between the technology.
And it works.
But but music hardware guys have kept MIDI going, and it's never really been superseded. And there it was just working.
That's great.
The guys in IT, and they were like, yeah, I mean MIDI's, you know, because one of the guys is a bit musical and is also IT. He's like, yeah, all you need is 128 steps. You don't need any more than that. I was like, psychoacoustically speaking,
Yep.
you're also right. So, and yes, so it works. So that's a very long way of telling you that I think you can probably surprisingly easily get that Dr. Beat thing working.
Yeah, I didn't try very hard because I was just like I was just chucking stuff in and it kind of worked. So.
But then you can look at the things that it was never meant to do. You can glitch it to fuck. You can see if you can get 128 notes out of it before the MIDI messages fall over and kill everything.
And then I can also use that too.
Yeah, exactly. You can use the fact that it's breaking.
Have you seen Black MIDI? Like, I don't know, there are some people who are obsessed with that. Yeah.
I quite like Black MIDI. I like the thing where they had a 128 channel vocoder basically, and then put it into MIDI, and everyone's like, oh, you can hear it, but it just sounds like piano, and you're like, yeah, that's because you have a tempo and a spectrum. Yeah, it's really cool. It's magic. Yeah.
Have you? I love the. Have you seen the like piano bad MIDI? I think also is what goes there. Bad MIDI of like Bangarang by Skrillex.
Yeah, no, all of that's I've loved because there's so much tech behind that. There's so much effort.
Yeah, it just sounds so funny. Yeah.
Even endeavour, and then you take it and you just fuck it up.
Yeah.
So hard.
It was so good.
I very much enjoy that.
I loved it when it went, Bwah! And as you could just hear the piano notes in between. Like, oh, so good.
I mean, that sort of stuff goes back quite far. Like Aphex Twin putting his own face in.
Yeah.
And then Amon Tobin, not Amon Tobin, Venetian Aaron Funk, Venetian Snares going. Okay, I'm going to put a picture of my cats in. And you're like, this is for no one other than themselves, which I very much. I wish I could do that sort of.
Did you? I sent you the "fuck you" in MIDI, right?
Yeah.
I think I did. There's just like such a beautiful like.
Sorry, you haven't just sent. You sent it to me twice. I should take offence at.
I'm so happy that I have a friend of mine who I sent it to, and just the audio, and I said, yeah, what do you think of this? He's like, oh, is that really you playing piano? I was like, no, it's not, and I showed him the video.
No, that was you. I said that.
No.
Then you sent it to me because I didn't see the. You just sent me the.
He also said that. Anyway, so the point is he said that, and then about like 3 or 4 months later, I sent just the audio, and he said, "Oh, yeah, I know what that is." I was like, I'm so happy that this in-joke has happened now.
So hang on, were you just trying that because you must have just been trying that out across all of us because I
Yeah.
said,
No, I sent it to a lot of people. It's such a lovely idea, though. It's like such a beautiful like chord sequence that, and then the guy arranged it to say "fuck you."
I mean, you take inspiration from anywhere. The guy that does Gear Gods, he did it. The only reason I know about it is because he did a song with Courtney LaPlante, who's the lead singer of Spirit Box, and I Wrestled the Bear once, and I basically pretty full on. I would be a pretty full on synth at this point if I was in a different part of my life. Just like you're not allowed to be this good at everything. But he writes his stuff with dice.
Right.
He's got easy drummer set up, and he's got easy bassist, and he's got easy whatever, and he plays the guitar, but he rolls these 12-sided dice to with a couple of rules attached to sort of work out what style his verse is going to be in, what style his chorus is going to be in.
That's so cool.
You sort of first off you go, well, hang on, what? And then you go, well, it's no crazier than letting your brain roll.
Yeah.
Numbers, right? So, yeah, it's quite. If I find that video, I'll send it to you. But yes, I need to go.
All right.
Send me that. I know I got that last time. No, okay. I make no promises with this stuff. I will work on it when I'm working on.
God, he's such an academic.
I've ended up getting very excited with this kind of stuff, and ended up with three different people saying, yeah, I'll do some online collab stuff. It's like, oh no shit, now I've got too many things. No, and everyone's going to be disappointed. Which of course is not the point.
You know, what you're supposed to do when you get 3 job offers, you're supposed to decline them and say, look, I'm really sorry, but I actually have a full-time job offer from this person that promised an exclusivity
it's not
contract.
a job offer. It's a fucking So, but in saying that, the really interesting thing is that it's essentially the same. We're doing the same thing as I'm doing with the other two people, but it's so different across the three of them because you are as theoretically driven as I am, and like are doing big massive chords and very sort of in the head stuff.
Yeah.
And then Tim, Tim, you might have no, you won't.
Don't think so.
The answer, but he's a Californian surf dude who also happens to be really good at doing cochlear simulation, and he's all in the hips. It's
Okay.
quite often it's just the same fucking rockabilly riff, and he's like, "No, I've written a new song," and it's essentially the same, but it's different enough, and it still sounds brilliant. And you're like,
Yeah, but this one,
do a riff.
this one is like 124 BPM, not 134 BPM. Different song.
Right, but not even that. Like you should. But the thing is though, he also knows how to play crazy shit. He can do Between the Buried and Me bass lines and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
He knows what he's doing. Like he chooses to play the fun stuff. Just all
That's fair
fun
enough. Yeah, I get it.
And then the guy in the middle is a German guy who I've spoken to for ages, who is very much like, these will be the 4 chords, and then we will do this thing. So it's been quite good. I wouldn't recommend doing any more streaming, but I would definitely recommend setting up more than me with this kind of stuff because you just find a way of making it happen. I wish I'd done it in lockdown though.
It's really fun. It's really fun. Yeah, I didn't realise how fun it would be. I did see that. I can't remember what the context of it was, but it was like someone was like, "Oh yeah, there's this massive creativity experiment that's happened because all these people have been not redundancy. The furlough had been furloughed, so they all had all the time. Like, well, I never got furloughed though, so I didn't have the creativity burst. So have I just missed out on this thing? Well, no, actually, it turns out this sucker's going to happen multiple times. So
and also that's conveniently forgetting that people are furloughed and they're still stressed out about whether they're going to.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And they've got kids in the house and they can't leave the house. Like creativity is not just I've got time.
Yeah. Go, compose, come on, go.
Every first year university student would be able to release at least one good album. So we've got loads of time.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go.
Alright, sweet. It's been fun. I'll figure out the tech gremlins. I don't know why they happened. I'm sorry that you had to bear with the silly situation.
I thought it was going to be me, so I was quite happy.
Okay, cool.
Quite happy dealing with that. Right, have a nice weekend.
See you, mate. See you around. Bye bye. Alright. So that was Alan. I don't know how much of that went through. Sorry for everyone who has joined since I was chatting to that chap. He's a friend of mine and ex-colleague from university as well, in a slightly different world from what I did in my PhD. But what happened for some reason was that what's supposed to happen. I'll show you my OBS. So I've got Reaper. I'm composing on Reaper, and Reaper is supposed to show up as this thing here from a thing called ReaRoot. And ReaRoot means that it's like there's a virtual output that comes from Reaper. So you should be hearing everything that I hear in Reaper, and it would show up. And you can see that when I hit things, when I hit things, you can see that this is moving. So you should be able to hear that. And for some reason, you weren't able to hear that. And it was only a problem for this particular stream, and I don't know why. It's really annoying, actually. So what I've been doing is I've piped the speakers, and I've got the speakers being captured by the camera microphone, which normally would have a denoising software on it called NVIDIA Broadcast, which used to be called RTX Voice. But I had to turn it off, obviously, because of this. So you are having like some really weird situation where a crappy camera microphone is picking up speaker audio and all that sort of stuff, and like while I was trying to juggle the levels between Alan on the Zoom call and whatever, it could be Zoom. Not entirely impossible it was Zoom that completely screwed things up. And there's a possibility that if I don't get this fixed, I might try stopping a few other things. I can try stopping the virtual camera because I know that was most likely one of the big problems, but if I didn't do that, then the Zoom call wouldn't have worked. But that was fun. So I was able to have a nice chat with a friend, but also do a few different music ideas. So we had 2 or 3 different types, and that's cool. And he's got his guitar thing. He's much better guitarist than I am. And I have a bit of a clearer idea of what's going on here, but it kind of looks like we're going to work on all 3 of the ideas that I've done, and I kind of need to clean up all of them anyway. It's not even 10 o'clock, so I am game to continue a bit, but I do need to sort out the technical gremlin so that at the very least you're hearing the right audio sources. So I need to do that. Hopefully whoever is watching can bear with me a bit. I'm sorry about this in advance. Right, so the first question would be to go back to this. Yeah, it's gutting that this happened, to be honest, because it would have been a really nice situation if it had been fine. And I know that part of the problem is that I couldn't pass in Reaper as an input into this, but I rightly do not understand why you are not able to hear this. It should work. Like, it's very clearly showing up as your input, but I couldn't hear it when I listened through here. And I suppose I can try what I was going to try, which is this. But I don't think that this is going to affect things. And if it does affect things, that would be even more annoying. But right, so that's working as expected. It's the fact that I can hear it in here. It really should be coming on the stream, but I couldn't hear it when I went on the stream. So let's have a look again. That was last week's stream. That's a little bit too recent. This doesn't make sense. Like, you should be able to hear this. So the last question is, if I close and reopen Reaper, will it work? So before I do that, I should save. I don't think there's anything embargoed on my screen. I mean, there's multiple reasons that it could not be working, but all of them are very annoying, simply put. And my creativity is not quite over yet, so I would like the opportunity to do some work. But it really should work. I'm not certain why. It's a possibility I might have to stop streaming and start streaming again, but this is obviously not ideal in general, so... But it wouldn't make total sense to me if this does work, it would make sense. So I can hear that with a delay in my headphones, so it should work, right? It should be working. No, you really are not able to hear this, and I rightly do not understand why, because there is no reason it shouldn't work. None. None at all. So maybe the problem was OBS all along, but if the problem's OBS, then I have to stop streaming. That's the issue there. So I'd rather not do that if I can avoid it. Maybe there is a Reaper output setting that I'm not using correctly. Maybe Reroute isn't actually working. I wouldn't understand if that's true. It wouldn't make sense. Okay. Right, so right now, I can't hear that. But when I do that, I can hear it. So, the problem is OBS. Fantastic. Why is OBS not doing this right? This is truly not making a lot of sense to me. Nope, the problem is OBS. Fantastic. Why on earth is OBS not doing this? That's a cool idea. I like it. But I'm gonna need, for the benefit of other people watching, I would like the ability to. Yeah, I think this is really annoying, and it's now something I now have to check that OBS actually captures everything every time. How annoying. How silly. Honestly, there is an alternative, but it's just not a very good alternative. That's the problem. Yeah, well, being that no one is watching me on YouTube and there's only Twitch, I may have to quit out of OBS and restart. And I'm sorry to my Twitch viewer. I hope you can join me again shortly, but I need to figure out what's going on here and work out